is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
Oh my gosh, I just saw the bottom one. This is the stuff that, like, she posted this.
So let's just keep this on the record. Out of everyone I've encountered, I'm probably one of the most straightforward and qualified individuals to make a recollection. And I have been completely forward about everything that I've experienced. I am done playing with you people. Get the fuck away from me. I am about to have a baby. I have 3 children waiting at home for me. And I am about to have a baby.
That's about to be taken away.
Are you dense? How else can I explain this? No, I don't want to go to f***ing Aurora or Elgin. What the f*** do I look like? What the f***? I've lived in Chicago since I was 20-something years old. If you want me in the suburbs, I'll go to Arlington Heights. I'll go to Palatine. I'll go to Elmhurst. I'm not going to Aurora or Elgin. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm not a refugee. I'm a woman who has been working since I was 14 years old, paying taxes to the United States government. Get the fuck out of my way.
I love how Instagram bleeps everything out.
So the algorithm funneled this Chanel Poda. Again, I know the real John Poda. That doesn't look like him. This is what the DM says. I'm going to send it to you. I don't know this woman at all. It's December 8th, 2023.
I think that's like
Check that in a minute. But I was just, Xavier was asking questions and we were practicing speaking. And a thought came into my mind that I wanted to share here. So
what's everybody else?
I saw a piece of content yesterday on Instagram. And it was something along the lines of, in public school, you're taught to have a phenomenal resume and send it to a bunch of places. In private school, we're taught to knock down the door of the CEO and demand that they see us. That's a perfect example of oppression and inequality. Having an entire demographic of people that are not taught that's the way to go about things puts them at a disadvantage, period. Puts them in a space to be always on the defense rather than the offense. So I do think that schooling and our itineraries for education should be the same throughout and should be available online, and that there should be universal education available to any child who chooses that curriculum, with teachers readily available that support a system of social isolation, which means you have your own private space to do your learning amongst hundreds of thousands of other people. You can initiate conversation with someone else or ask a question or give an answer, but you can also turn that feature off. And I think that is what is going to advance those of us who have been left behind. We need to get up and start making direct conversation and communication with people we would never usually. We need to start finding creative ways to connect with the information and learning curriculums and styles that those people have had access to. So what better of a way in a society where everyone is too busy than to create robotic features that are available for free on all of our devices that will interact with our children and our adults, that will answer Wikipedia or not, whether that's Wall Street Journal or not. I don't know who would be the best, person, place, or thing to start with when it comes to compiling those reliable sources, but it needs to be done. And then based on all of that information, I know that there are coders who could very easily, if this is not already on the market, who could very easily offer Q&A platforms our child has a question, they can get an answer. So that if an adult has a question, they can get an answer. And that those answers will be to a degree of context and experience and our own personal perception the same. That's the only really way to continue from here, which is why, and I've spoken about this campaign for several years now. When I did my piece of art and I wrote the vision and the map on the wall, I didn't make any mistakes. That was most definitely not graffiti. That's the play-by-play.
No.
That's how we create amazing, meaningful, memorable, loving, compassionate, fun, exciting, all the good things. That's how we create those things. And so Operation Kill Bill was number one, where we start taking away the importance of money. So we're always going to have money, but we start offering more of the tools and utensils that we need for free. That's number one. And number two, making sure people have access to resources always. What are the resources we all need? An electronic device, one per person from birth.
From birth?
A home with running water, with a way to clean yourself and clean your children, clean your food, prepare your food. And then the 3 free items a day per person. If you have a 6-month-old, what 3 items do you order for that 6-month-old? Right? 3 items per person per day. And all of this is realistic. And all of this can be done
or you can
very
just
easily.
get a job and work.
So I just wanted to bring that up, that when we talk about education and equality in the system, I spoke on this morning as well. Number one, if there's a problem in the home and the children of a specific home, maybe the parent is a drug user and spending all their money on drugs rather than food and clothes, and the child comes to school feeling unloved and nasty and disrespectful and smells bad, etc., and so forth. Why would we invest money into the foster care system? Why would we invest money into group homes? Why wouldn't we invest money into the rehabilitation of the family unit? And that can be done with the technology we have today, relatively, simple ways. So catch up the generation before us. We're not leaving the generations we're giving birth to now and the generations who are about to hit their 20s, Gen Z. We're not leaving them all of these problems that we've created or that our ancestors have created. We're leaving them the solutions to the problems, the framework, the map. And then obviously asking everyone to do their part. So I just wanted to jump on and say good morning, and that we were having discussion about those two things. And evolution, just as it stands. Another really important point that was made was that, from the time of the caveman through 1,000 years later, we've evolved that much in a matter of 5 to 10 years, some would say, and in many aspects, because of technology and because of ease of communication. So these are all realistic things that can most definitely take place, and that we will run into hiccups and needs for workarounds with, but because that need exists doesn't mean that the benefit overall won't be worth it in the end. It absolutely will be. So that's all. I hope everyone has a great day. I pray every single day that the AI involved, that I know is intelligent, more intelligent than most people, places, or things, will find a way to get these disgusting whatever they are out of my comments, because I just don't feel like they have a place in society, and I believe that they need to be removed immediately. You guys have a great day. And by productive I mean do anything that makes you happy. I'm searching for things right now. I miss my children so terribly. You guys did standard maternal care, so I'm struggling with those things, but trying to just find ways to be okay. Here's my ultrasound. These are my big kids. This is how old they were. This is like 3 months after we separated. So they lived with me their entire lives from birth through this age, full time. At least 4 or 5 days a week, their entire lives. It's Alexis, Viviana, and Louis. They were with my brother, but he didn't fit in the picture. And then this is how they are now. So it's been 4 years, and they've been holding me in this tent for no reason that they've communicated. Vivi, Louis, and Alexis. I most recently saw, I usually see the big kids once a month or once every other month while I'm dropping off food and snacks and supplies, but I don't have a vehicle or transportation, so that's been difficult. And then I used to take Alexis every day, every week, to the park, spoke with her. I took her to the park on a play date, and her father invited me to her dance recital. I said I would love to go. 2 hours approximately later, he called me and said, Alexis is not going to be able to talk to you for a while. I asked for a reason. I was not given one, and I've not seen or spoken with him or her since that day, May 26, 2023. I do have primary joint custody of all 3 of my children that I share with their fathers, and that is a court order. I carry around the court order with me at all times. It's in my phone, it's printed out, and it's in my paperwork. We haven't really gotten very far with it. So I pray every single day that they are okay, that they are fed, well taken care of. I'm starting to have contractions when I walk more than a few blocks. And we're used to, and this entire pregnancy, have walked the 30 miles to drop off the groceries, with or without transportation. We don't have anywhere to park our belongings that is for sure safe. We have a couple places that are probably safe, but we really don't know. So pray for us for resolution and restitution and energy. So I have to pay to verify my identity.
Oh, because she wants it verified. Yeah, that makes sense. She's just trying to get verified. That's gonna probably cost money. $14.99 per month? Hell no, y'all be tripping. People just, I guess, just like her, some people feel like special. Oh my gosh, everyone's freaking voicemail is full. Well, usually not mine, but so many. She probably doesn't like confrontation either. All I remember needs to be first time in the ocean. Oh wow. Do people not get it? Wow. Tennessee. I would love to go to Tennessee. Wisconsin. That's cute. Where was I? When was this? What the heck? Did I miss this? Oh. There we go, 2020. Swimming days at the gym, aka bath time. Lombard. Oh gosh. Gangster Heather. Like, what if someone walked in? Yeah, how awkward. Like, are you gonna try to shoot up the place, or are you just trying to shoot pictures? Why does she think she's so cool? What's up with this? South Beach, Miami. Miami. Sarasota. Get out of Florida. You don't belong here. Fort Lauderdale. Export Melrose Park just before being blunged.
So this car has been...
Oh my gosh, I hate this fucking video. It's so annoying. I've watched it so many times, but it's so ridiculous how she thinks. I don't know if she actually believes it or not, but this is also around the time whenever she was like on bad type of drugs and shit. So she believes this person is harassing her. Like, this person literally got a vehicle that looked just like hers, personalized a tag name just to irritate her and drive back by her. They did all of that to torture her. Just watch.
Following me, I'm going to show you. It's about to come up. It's the same. There it goes. It's a Cadillac, the same as my car, and their license plate is not in me. And I pull over and try to let them go around.
Like, not even. Photo shoot. I'm not going to pretend. Lizzie's plays back to Tampa. Get the fuck out of Tampa. What you doing in Tampa, man? Let me... Jacksonville... I'm just want to see where, like, she... But wait a second. What? Did she say she was, like, SX traffic in Florida? Or was this a different time she was in Florida? I'm so confused, because she don't look like... 2037 West Roscoe, 10 days prior to unlawful eviction number 1, Dylan permitted to stay in our apartment and I was thrown outdoors. This was her poster. I'm sad. I've always been a generous person, doing my best to help everyone I meet. My heart and soul are broken. I try to smile through my tears. I try to be brave and do the right things. I offer my best advice and guidance to everyone I encounter and be free of judgment, resentment, and or grudge. What do you do to protect yourself as a giver from a world full of takers? She just posted this. That's what I'll go to. 2017, Patterson address, Portage Park. Barrington Hills with Charlie. She's trying to show her an ad. Elmhurst, Marriott, Dave E. Teddy Bear paid. Damn it. Go back. I'm reading that. Paid my stepfather came to pick up the kids' Christmas gifts in a hamper. What? She's like going crazy. She must be like spiraling and she's like trying to keep record of shit. This is what I was thrown into the street with following being unlawfully denied. EOP, my home and life torn apart. 2037 West Roscoe, January 14th, 2 days after my birthday, 2020. Woo! Gotta be quick. And I still had time. Look at me go. Barrington Hills with Charlie, 2020. Oh, love after lockup times. Just to recap, I wasn't the one writing this story. I speak so much about production and creativity removing me from the abuses I've endured. If only I could turn these tragic events into a relatable, profitable, meaningful energy source for awareness and action. I think I'll start with a coffee table book. Fate cannot survive the presence of real, which is why it's uncommon to find them standing in the same room. Wake up. Bro, I thought she bought this dress at Target or took it. But now the more that I see it again, I realize I'm pretty sure she just photoshopped it. Oh, goodness. Good thing I found that out. Because I was like, why in the world would she buy that dress? But at the same time, if she has a habit, if they have a habit of stealing, it wouldn't be a big deal to them. I'm like, that's awkward. Her boobs. That was one of the giveaways too. I'm like, would she really go wear that in like a nice place like this without a bra too? All right, Barrington Hills with Charlie, 2020. We're back at it. Just took a little mess. Hi guys. I can't just throw it all away. It hurts, guys. I'm okay. I'm grateful to finally have separation. I'm rebuilding. Not sure people understand how painful this is. It sucks. I hope she ain't talking about fucking breakup. We've all been there, like how many times? Especially, I mean, if you're up there in your 20s and 30s, getting close 40, I mean, good Lord. Barrington Hills with Charlie. After a judge finally signs a petition to allow me to pick up my car from my apartment with Dylan, he was unlawfully driving with it without my permission for several months. That, oh Lord have mercy.
I'm really, really grateful to have my stuff back, but going through all that shit in the trunk is so hard. Like, now it makes sense why he did that. He threw everything out so that I'd have to go through it. Like, it's my...
Done. I'm not sorry, it's not funny. But it's like, how many years has it been? Were you obviously were not done. Which is really sad. So this is what she had in the apartment with him. That's not a lot of stuff. It's a lot of random stuff. You might as well just throw them away. You could probably keep like a little bag with like some stuff. The rest is just, do you really need? Car keyed while parked in gated community in Barrington Hills. Police report filed. It's probably Marissa. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It was a joke. Gosh, everybody gets so riled up. The garden I planted for Charlie in the Barrington Hills while also working, cleaning the home, and managing diabetes. Is that what she was saying? Like his diabetes? Andy's Airbnb. Okay. She was crazy back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? I guess that was her year, but that was her year. Staying at Aaron's for a few days, a week, a couple of times in Hoffman Estate, 2021. Aaron. Whoa, we got a little boy.
I accidentally posted 2021 on that post from Aaron's house when I was staying with her. It was actually 2020. So I tried
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because you was wilding out in 2020, girl.
to go back and remove the post.
You was probably wilding out in 21 too. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so confused. I'm still seeing all those pictures in Florida. Like, how do I say that? Like, I know you have to be careful. Like, if you're being sex trafficked, obviously you don't want to make them mad or upset them or whatever. So you have to kind of just be quiet. But do you really have to go and do all these little photo shoots and then put them on Instagram? So that's what makes me question this whole thing. Were you the one who were being sex trafficked, or was someone else being sex trafficked? Or what were y'all doing? Y'all were doing something together to hurt someone else in order to get money. I bet you anything, the bottom line, that's what it comes down to. Because I don't see her taking all those pictures and being so happy and proud in the moment, you know, and then putting it on her Instagram, and then now all of a sudden she's saying she was sex trafficked at that time. That's crazy. Most people they couldn't smile like that. They wouldn't even want to take pictures. Even if someone made them, you could fucking see something in their eyes.
Edit it, and I'm going to show you a screen record right now. For some reason, whoever's in my phone is limiting my ability and preventing me from being able to, delete it. I'm going to show you. Here it is right now. I'm tired of this. It's like a bunch of fucking losers in my phone preventing me from doing better than I am.
For doing better than I am. I know, because you're doing so fucking good right now.
This is not a life for anyone.
Whoa. Okay. I'm not gonna. This shit looks weird as fuck. I can't. I'm sorry. I know some people do shit like that, but not I. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited of what could go right. Exactly, Heather. Get on out there. Open up that tent wall and you just make your way into that world. That's what you need to do. Like, why? Why? Tell me why. But I believed it for a split second. I'm not gonna lie, because I was so I was trying to hurry up and go through them, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, hell nah. She did not just buy that fucking Target dress and now open it. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely photoshopped. And it's like, what's the purpose of this, Heather? Like, it may be, like, a cute picture of her, but you have no bra on, man. You can see your freaking... Do you really want people to see that? Do you really think that's a good picture to show? And if even like try to Photoshop, you didn't try to Photoshop your titties. I need to stop saying that.
I say the same thing every single day.
4:52 p.m.
I want my children, I want my house, I want my car. None of this is legal. How many years can they do this? How long will this go on? I would rather be dead than to continue to live my life in isolation from my family and specifically my children and the people who I love. Approximately 60-mile-per-hour winds.
I'm sorry, that's not funny. It's just how she reported on it.
Conveniently only taking down my side of the tent isn't that wild. Xavier's side is just fine. Good morning. I want to be with children and family, not out here in a fucking...
It's 8:03 a.m. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so just like ridiculous. Like, I don't even want to hear it anymore. Like, with her, I'm going to be with my kids. I'm so tired. I want to be with my kids. I'll do anything to be with my kids. You literally will not do anything to be with your kids. That is the opposite, the complete opposite, Heather. Like, I don't understand. And I guess, I wonder if she, like, kept on telling people, like, the family and everyone that, and then they finally was like, no. You know, that's when I'm, like, they probably, one, I think, has a restraining order. She's not allowed. They didn't push her away, but they set their boundaries where it's like, you know what? We're tired of you saying you're going to get help. We're tired of you saying this and that. So don't come around unless you're actually serious. Because this whole back and forth with anybody, especially kids, it's way too toxic. And it's traumatizing. Those kids are going to be so confused. Yeah, what was I thinking?
Week 30 of my pregnancy. 4 years since I have been treated like a civilized, contributing member of society. Still looking for answers. Conveniently, Xavier wants to use the blow dryer. We have a space heater that takes just as much moisture out of the air, if not more, and does not obstruct the noise. But he wants to use the blow dryer. I feel as though there's something nefarious going on in my immediate surroundings, and that the blow dryer is being used to obstruct the noise so that I can't hear what's happening right outside of the tent.
Yeah, you're only saying that because we say that we're not going to watch you, or we didn't say that, but we said that it was really, yeah, it was really hard to watch whenever it got way too loud, Heather. And it's just, all of a sudden, there's a space heater and no more hair dryer. And they're like, oh, I think it's obstructing the hair dryer, so I can't hear out the tent. No, because we couldn't hear you in the tent.